Hey, what's up? What's up? It is me, your girl Labora Lee, aka Cat Lee, and
You have now tuned in to Ambitiously the podcast.
let me tell y'all, I almost was really late this evening, but for medical purposes. Yeah, we waiting on my boo doc to get up in the building, but he first today. Listen, today is the tap in. We tap in on Tuesdays. We come, we dig in our tap in bag. We talk about the things, the topics that come out of the bag. We don't know what they are. Whatever they are, we're going to talk about them. And then we have this special portion of the show called the final exam. How the final exam works is, well, first you should know that the final exam is hip hop trivia. Don't know why, but I picked these really weird years and then I lose all my Harleys. So how do I lose my Harleys? I lose my Harleys by taking too many guesses to get to the answer. With each guess, I lose a Harley. You guys don't lose a Harley. I lose a Harley. I'm the only one. If I guess, no matter how many guesses if I guess the right thing, because I only get one guess. If I guess, then I get the point. If I do not guess, I do not get the point. So therefore, I lose my Harleys and the point. Um, you guys are welcome and very much invited to participate. Doc gets the point if none of us guess the correct answer because he is the curator. That's why we call him Professor Doc at final exam time. So make sure that you are ready. The year for this final exam is 2006. Again, do not know why I choose these weirdo ass years, but I do. So it is what it is. A few things I have to say before we get the festivities started. One is join the conversation. You can call in. You can text. The number is 443-780-5978, 443-780-5978. Or you could drop a comment. We love either way you decide to do it. We love it. And that's that. If you would like to contact us for any reason at all, contact at ambitiouslyent.com. Again, the email address is contact at ambitiouslyent.com. We will chop it up. You can contact us about anything. You just want to say hi. You have some gab you want to send my way so that I can spread it to the world because I'm nosy. Or you would like to discuss business opportunities such as sponsorships, advertisement, and such. If you want to come on the show, whatever the case may be, contact at ambitiouslyent.com. Hit that like button. That's what I really want you to do. I just want you to hit the like button. But like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. We need every like, every share, and every subscription. More so over the like. I like the likes. They make me happy. Um, Check out our website, www.ambitiouslyent.com, www.ambitiouslyent.com. That is the pathway to all things ambitiously. You could go check out previous episodes of the podcast, whether it be you want to download or you want to watch it. Actually, we're streaming live from the website right now. So just know that we always stream live from our website. We have skincare products. You can go listen to the radio station. You name it. You can do that over there. You want to contact us, donate to the show, whatever the case may be. Contact. I'm www.ambitiouslyent.com. I almost messed that up. Hold on. Let me see what's going on. Oh, it's okay, boo. It's all right, boo. Stuff happens. That's life. That is life. All right, good. Audio and visuals, good. I was concerned about that myself. But yeah. It is Tuesday, and so on Tuesdays, it is always time for the tap in. I'm about to bring my boo doc. I'm tongue tied today. I don't know what's going on. I'm about to bring my boo doc in here real quick, so we can get started. Because we got some things to discuss today. So let me bring him in. Hey, Doc Boo.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
tongue-tied.
Tongue tied. Nothing wrong with being tongue tied. Just don't be tied of tongue.
Listen, it's because I got this hall. I'm this sinus season. The sinus season for me is always the craziest. Everybody like, you got a cold. I do not have a cold. I have really bad sinuses and really bad allergies. So in the fall, my sinuses are crazy. In the spring, going into the summer, my allergies are nuts. It's not a cold, okay? Not contagious. I just have really bad nasal passages, I guess. That's what you
Okay.
I
Okay.
do. I do. But I don't have a cold. I'm good. It's sinuses. Um, mm, it's the worst. But anyway, how are you today, boo?
I'm doing okay. I'm prepping up for this next little hurricane just in case something weird happens like last time.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that because I did hear that it was like Florida, but I wasn't sure how far that extended.
Well, that was the thing about the last one. This one is a little bit southern than the last one was, but
Uh-huh.
the last one is for us up here. It wasn't the hurricane itself. We knew
Right,
we was getting winds. It was going to be crazy, but
right,
that also causes to spin off tornadoes, and that's what
right.
basically hit my area. It was the tornadoes from the
Uh-huh.
hurricane that did all the
Right.
crazy.
Wow.
So that's what I'm prepping for just in case because the last one was not supposed to. We knew we was gonna get winds. We thought we was gonna get a little bit of rain. We didn't get
Right,
that much rain, but the
right.
wind was a beast,
Crazy.
and it was
I,
because the
I
tornadoes. But
yeah, I can imagine because although I'm not even, I'm gonna shut up before I wish it on us, but we get hurricanes bad here too, right? Sometimes on occasion. And it's the
mhm,
worst. It's the worst ever. The one thing that I adore about my life in my adult years is I live in low flooding areas because we move further and further away from the water.
mhm.
So we don't deal with the flooding, but the power outages, the worst. The worst. And the winds. And that's the crazy part. Although we haven't been, they haven't said anything about us getting it. The wind has been crazy today.
Okay.
And I'm like, that's nuts. But I know it's because the pressure from coming from down south is coming up. So it's nuts. But yeah, I'm a, how I get down. I see you get ready to be in some kind of horrific weather. I'm praying anyway. I don't care what you say.
No, but it's not supposed to be horrific. It's just supposed to be like a little discomfort. But the last one was supposed to be the same thing, but craziness
We
happened.
don't know. And that's the other thing. We don't know how the Most High got this mapped out. We just here. We just
Okay.
in it. You feel me? You can't. I don't like. You go to the meteorologist and they tell you the information that you need. The storm coming, a real bad storm, a hurricane, even right.
Yeah.
But they don't even all the way have it figured out. I watched some footage of a meteorologist earlier today, and he was talking about how the storm is already hitting certain areas in Mexico, right?
Hmm.
And he cried. And in my mind, I'm thinking, because he don't even really know.
Wait, you said he cried?
He was crying on air. He was in the middle of forecasting what was going on.
I don't know. It might be something else going on with him though. I don't.
Nah, he was crying. He told why he was crying.
Oh, it's because the storm.
Because of how horrific this can be, how catastrophic this can be,
Yeah,
how it's already looking crazy down there and it's moving up north. And y'all just had some crazy stuff happen.
and that's
And
the one
Florida
part.
and Florida caught it too. So I think that's why he was emotional because he was in Florida.
This will be the first time in a long time that things have happened in this close proximity of an area back to back.
Right.
In a sense, because it's only been a week and a half since the last one, and the last one did a doozy
Right.
compared to this one. And it's like, well, there's still people without power, by the way. So
Exactly.
if you ain't got power now, that means it's going to be going on like
For a
almost
while. You're not gonna
two
have
and a
power.
half
Right.
weeks where you have not all your food in your fridge is spoiled. Your
Right.
water plants and everything, and I mean, but it is what it is. But
I also saw a few females talking about how they could, because they're telling everybody to evacuate, and they like, I paid my rent. I don't. Where am
well,
I supposed to evacuate to? I don't have any money to evacuate. That
that
takes
has
money.
always been the issue. That was the if you recall when Katrina went down,
Which,
that is like the
yes,
biggest thing.
yes. And it's like, but you know what? And not that these things correlate, but they in my thought process they do, right? Which is this. A lot of people have this thought process like, oh, well, my circumstances is this way, so yours are too.
No, no,
You see what
no,
I'm
no,
saying?
no.
Like, I'll give you an example. Parents, when you take your kids back to school, right?
Mhm.
They give you all these supplies that they want you to get and all of these things, and they want them to have this and that and this and that, but they never take into account what that parent's circumstances look like. I
Exactly.
could say that in the same circumstances, these storms. You don't know if these people have the capability of evacuating. And I don't see anybody raising hands like, I'm gonna come help you evacuate before the storm hits.
Well,
Just evacuate. Now, where am I going? To where? How?
I mean, you're 100% right. 100% right. The problem when that happens is I know that they're thinking we told you far enough in advance. But
But if
telling
I just
somebody far
paid
enough
my
in
rent,
advance,
if I just paid my rent, there's no far enough in
ex-
advance.
exactly. But I think a lot of them think that, well, yeah, but there ain't nobody you can call when it's not
No,
necessarily about the call. It's about even if I call and they say yes, how do I get there?
exactly.
What if I
Exactly.
have an elderly mom or dad? How do I make sure they also get there?
We don't have the means. We
And
can't.
no, and that's true. I've always recognized that and understood that.
And
But
that's what
that
happened
is
to a lot, like you said in Katrina, that's what happened to a lot of
a
people.
lot of
They
people. It's
didn't
like if
have
I
the
can't afford it,
means.
yeah. If I can't afford to go nowhere, then I'm gonna try to ride it out.
Right,
Unfortunately, sometimes trying to ride it out leads to a whole nother ball game, and that's the sad part that really happened.
right.
So
Yeah. Well, the good thing is I can say that this time around, FEMA is trying to get it together in
ahead of
advance.
time.
I don't know how much good that's gonna do because there's a lot of people who are already suffering,
Mhm.
but whatever. All right. Oh, this kind of stuff gets to my inner being because I'm like, it really everybody does not have the means. And look at our economy right now. Everybody does not have the means.
Facts.
People are
Hard to
living
be
day to
fun.
day,
Yeah.
paycheck to paycheck. I don't have the means. So maybe you should come up with a plan to evacuate people. Take me somewhere else. You feel me? But don't tell
Mhm.
me I need to evacuate like as if I could just jump up and just
Yeah. I mean,
change my
that's the
poof.
sad
I'm
part.
gonna change my whole life because the storm coming. So, it is what it is. I'm praying for all of those people who were affected by the last storm, and I'm praying for the people who may be affected by this upcoming storm because it's crazy. It's that tropical season. You know what I mean? And if you live on
Hurricane
this,
season. Hurricane season is facts, big facts. Straight up
yeah,
hurricane
and
season.
if you live on this side of the United States, you might be affected.
Yeah. It's no doubt. I mean, when I was in the military, we plan for this all the time. So I do understand. I look at it slightly different. Like, no, as soon as I see the news talking about it, I'm like, all right, cool. What do I need? But also, I'm like, if it's this far away, nothing. That's why this last one was just so weird because it's like,
Right,
it should have been none of this, but it was everything of this. So,
right.
yeah.
And I think because you were in the military, you were trained to be prepared for things like this.
Yeah.
Those people aren't in the military. They just regular Joe Schmoes,
True. True. True.
just living their lives. So that's why I always tell people to look at it, and that might be the Libra in me. Always look at it not just from your side of your perspective, but
Mhm.
all perspectives, because you don't know what everybody's situation is, and everybody's situation is different. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly. Yeah. You're
where you were trained, they weren't trained. I feel like they should be trained though, because they live in the area.
But one thing that one news channel that I was watching, the one key thing they brought up, particularly with Florida, Florida has a lot of people that retire down there that are not from Florida. So not
Exactly.
understanding that, oh, it's a hurricane. Oh, it's just some rain. No, it's
No,
rain,
it's a
wind, a
hurricane.
storm surge.
Right.
It's all these three things that if I tell you, hey, there's going to be 5 feet of water that's going to come in your house.
Right.
They're like, huh? Yeah. Well, and then I'm like, how tall are you? And then somebody say, oh, I'm like 5'6". All right, so you're only gonna have 6 inches. The water gonna be like here on you. Do you understand what that means? Some people don't, they can't comprehend it, which I
They
understand.
can't comprehend that. And that's true. That's true. But that's people who, again, I think there should be a proper trainer for this kind of situation. You feel me? Because those are people who are not knowledgeable. And like you said, a lot of people retire to Florida.
Mm-hmm.
You know how many, and this is from my what would be my religious denomination. You know how many Jews I know retire to Boca Raton?
Probably a lot.
Yeah, a lot. A lot of them. Like, and ideally, like, okay, I'm gonna live my life and then we're gonna retire in Boca. It's like, okay, I get it. It's sunny, it's Florida and all that, but it's too many storms. I can't.
I mean, only during a certain time of the year, but other than that, it's not that bad.
It's not. And just the thing too, I need people to understand different people, different points of views. Because a person will come up here and be like, I'm gonna give you an example. When it snows down there,
Oh,
when it snows down there, it's a different reaction than what it is for us up here. We're used to it. We're even used to blizzards. You know what I'm saying? But when it starts snowing, the further south you go, everybody's freaking out. Oh my God, it's snowing. And I'm honestly say just get some salt, and put the salt down, because that's what you do in those type of situations. I don't shovel shit. We got people that come shovel shit. They that's a hustle. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
I will go out there, put my boots on, go out there with the bag of salt down the sidewalk so we can get out. And it is what it is. And we also have plows that come through, but everybody doesn't have those luxuries. Well, I ain't even gonna say it's a luxury. It's just a necessity here. But the further south you go would be, I guess, a luxury, because I promise you, it snows in North Carolina, and I got a lot of family in North Carolina. Well, most of my family is in North Carolina, and then my other half of my family is in Texas, and then we spread it out around the world, right? Every time it snows in North Carolina, I promise you, all of my family loses their shit. And they live in different portions of North Carolina. And it's just like, oh my gosh, it's snowing, and just get some salt. You feel me? Put it down. Y'all be all right. And it don't even be a lot of snow either. It's like, it's not even, it might be like 1 inch to 1.5 inches, and they're losing it. So again, if that was something that was like, if we was getting hurricanes back to back to back, like down there, we would be losing our shit. Because like, if we had to sit with no power for 2 weeks, we would lose it. Oh, we losing it. Oh, we're losing power for 1 day. We will lose it. I do. My daughter do, because she don't got no internet. But you know what I'm saying?
Good. I was fine with no power. Internet, I could mess with the cell data, but I know other people needed it more than me. It was more just the no water part. The no water.
That'll drive me crazy too. That'll drive me crazy too. That's another reason why I keep stacks. Like, you go to Sam's Club and buy like 3 cases of water. I sure will. And then the next week I'll be back for another case, because you just never know what might happen. You never know. So
and that's what I prep for. So I'm ready for it. I got my water, because I know I can rock for 3 days without certain things, and it doesn't bother me as much. But no, I was not ready.
Not so much. That's one thing I can say about my household is I don't think that we mentally in our heads like, oh, we get ready prep for some bad weather, but we are prepared. You know what I'm saying? Like, we love Sam's Club and Costco's.
Buying in bulk.
But it's 4 people in this house, so it makes sense, you know what I'm saying, for us to buy in bulk, because that's 4 behind you gotta wipe. That's 4 people using up all the goddamn paper towels. That's 4 people who like to eat.
Yeah.
Don't let my
so, I mean, Yeah,
Don't let my size fool you. I
Transcending
like
Sound,
it.
and you know you're gonna use it.
Yeah. And we do. I mean, we just buy it because we using it in excess because it's 4 people in here, 4 women at that. But when those times come, we already prepared because we buy shit in bulk. So if we stuck in here during the winter season, due to a blizzard or some shit like that, we'd be all right. We'd be all right till the snow melt. So a lot of people don't be. A lot of people here wait till the last minute before all the craziness is about to hit. Oh, we gotta stock up, and then they run to the grocery store, and then you run to the grocery store, and half the stuff that you want is gone because everybody doing the same thing that you're doing. Can't think like everybody else. You gotta think like yourself. I need these things, and what if some crazy life happenstance happens? Be prepared. You stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. So that's that. That's gonna be part of my advice today. Stay ready, you don't gotta get ready. But let's get to this tap in because that's what we're here for. I just wanted to converse about that a little bit because it does
love it.
concern
Thank you.
And I gotta make sure you good. I don't care what you say. I'm still praying for you. I know you say it's not gonna be that bad, but I don't care. I'm praying anyway, Doc.
I don't know, but thank you. Thank you.
Shoot.
Actually, as I was running around today, I'm actually late in making sure everything was right because I haven't the questions that I had when I was looking at my source magazines and stuff, I didn't look at them and kind of edge them out a little bit. So this is gonna be a difficult one. Plus, you picked, and I didn't say it
The
that
weirdest years.
No, you picked 2006 a lot, actually.
I do.
Yeah,
I was in 2006 too. I be losing my Harleys.
Yeah. So I had to go back and look and see because you're making it hard on yourself because you are whittling down 2006 of prime artists that I think you would.
All right, we're gonna get out of 2006. I had to think on my toes last night. We had to because I don't think I picked 2006 prior to the storm. I picked another year, but I was just trying to like, oh shoot, what's the year? And I forgot what I told you the year was, so I just went to 2006. And I think something was on my screen that made me say 2006. Don't know why, but whatever. It was in my emails, and I was looking at it while we was talking. Because the camera's right here. It's a monitor right here beside the camera, and I look at this monitor when I read the stories for Media Monday. So
no, so that's what I did because I always go back and look like I don't want to overdo somebody that I kind of already did, but it's getting kind of hard. So this one I didn't see, and I didn't scan the whole thing, but this person might be somebody we already did, but I didn't.
But you know what? Now I know why I said 2006 because I'm looking at it. It's in my face right now. And it was the final exam where you weren't here and you made me, I couldn't look at the final email until I didn't do it until on the show. But the final one was year 2006 Method Man album 421.
I seen that on the thing. I seen it on the thing. So look, you can already know it's not gonna be that person.
I know it ain't gonna be her,
but I wouldn't give me a gracious moment. I want to run to the bathroom real quick.
Okay, do your thing, and I'm gonna run my mouth a little bit. But yeah, that's why I chose 2006, y'all. It was in my face. I was trying to figure out like why the hell did I choose that year? But it's in my face. Literally, I'm looking at the emails right now, so it's crazy. And that's why I chose 2006. Trust me, it's not because I wanted to stay in 2006. But that's why the year is 2006. So again, feel free to join us in the final exam. They're fun. I lose Harleys all the time. I get them out and then I put them back in jail again sometimes by accident, but it's not, it's because I keep choosing these crazy ass shares. Let me show some love real quick. Shout out to B More Johnson. Hi, honey. Thank you for coming through with hitting that like button. I appreciate you for that. Thank you. Anybody who's watching from Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch, we greatly appreciate your viewership. We do. And if you're watching right now, which you know, I call that live love because you're actually live with us right now. And I want to show y'all some love. If later on in the show, I will be getting to the love notes. But The live love is for y'all. So that's what I'm calling it. I'm sticking to it. I'm not changing it. I'm just gonna stick to it. The love notes, y'all got a good one out of me, but the live love, not so much. I'm just gonna keep calling it live love because you're here with me right now and you're live. And so thank you. I appreciate you and I love you. I don't have to know you to love you because I love all mankind, but I love you. Okay. So thank you for the love. And Doc is back. Listen, I had to show some people some love real quick on a live love tip.
Awesome, awesome. All right.
I love you. All right.
Well,
Our first one out the bag this evening. Oh, this was a time. This was a time. Is the Million Man March.
oh,
You're a man, so I want you to start this off because the title says Million Man March. The Million Man March.
I
Where were
love.
you? What were you doing? Huh?
What was the year? Y'all want to make sure.
No, I said the we already discussed the year.
No, I
We
mean the year of the Million Man March because I can't
I
remember
think
the
that was 95.
95. So I was in high school.
94,
So I
95.
remember thinking it was an awesome thing. And that is still when I was in school. So I still associated very much with like the civil rights era when people used to march and everything. So
Mm-hmm.
I think I had, and this is gonna sound kind of interesting, I guess. I think I had more value for it then with the thing of, oh, we're still doing things, we're still making progress, we're still making things happen, we're still discussing and making sure that everybody else, let alone in America or the world, understands the plight and that us as black men coming together and showing no, it's not all about violence. Half this shit isn't even about violence. Like I think that's just the way we get portrayed and looked at,
Right,
particularly in the media or any story that comes out. It's always going to be that angle. But like,
right,
no, it was, hey, let's do this.
right. Let's
And
come
the
together.
motivation, yeah, the
Right,
motivation, everything behind it was extremely good and well.
right.
I will also be honest too, as I've gotten older, it was a thing, but I don't really feel other than the way it was quote unquote branded, the way it
Mm-hmm.
was televised, the way it was organized. I don't think it really did anything more than anything though. And that's my sad part about even that idea that
Mm-hmm.
even today, if we did something like that, I think there would be so many dissenters, people that wouldn't want to do it because of whatever reason, that
Right,
it wouldn't have the same value. But I think for me at that time, I still felt it was very reminiscent of everything I had learned about the civil rights movement of,
right.
hey, nonviolent protests. And this wasn't necessarily a protest. This was a show of love, a show of affection, a show
Coming
of who we
together, a
are.
union, unity.
Yeah, unity. And that's exactly, yeah, it was a show of unity. And so it made sense, it resonated, but I'll be full blown honest. When I look back at it, it's a thing that I do remember, but I can't say that I think it did any significant impact to anything
Right.
because I can ask somebody, a young black male, a young person of color, or a young brown male for that matter, do you know about the Million Man March? Because I don't even think it is like documented as a thing other than if you live through it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to
Does
that
that make
point in a
sense?
minute. I'm gonna get to that point in a minute, but go ahead. Yeah.
But that was like my thing about that overall because it's like something did happen, and I guess if you are part of the people that were supposed to be there or could have been there, or you knew somebody that was there, outside of that moment in time, I don't think it carried on anything forward.
Right, 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 right.
Sadly.
I think I agree with you on a lot of those points because it was something at the time of when it was happening. And then I also need everybody to remember that hip hop was it was it was there. You feel
Yeah.
me? You think the 90s that hip hop was there. So
Hmm.
it played a part on so many levels because you had so many people from so many different walks of life at this one function. And
Yep.
it was so many people of melanin complexion. It was so beautiful to see. But I think I do agree that it didn't have the impact that maybe we wanted it to have. Because we
Hmm.
still dealt with police brutality,
Hmm.
crime in general. Because I hate the term black on black crime. By the way, you will never hear me say that because crime is crime on crime. You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
there's no race in crime. Crime is crime. So I
Right.
hate that terminology, and I'll never use that. But it was so many walks of life, but we still wind up dealing with the same issues that we were dealing with right back
Mhm.
then. You gotta think about the times too. We were coming off the Rodney King situation,
Mhm.
the OJ situation,
Mhm.
and our people, to be honest, I think it served its purpose for that moment, which was we needed something.
Okay.
We needed something that would bring us all together. And that was one of them things that brought people from across the country. I'm talking
Mhm.
about if you lived in Cali, it was people from Cali, people from Vegas, people from, you know what I mean? Like all of
Yeah.
these, but people of melanin complexion, but different areas in the
Mhm.
world had all came together and made their way to Washington, D.C. for this one event. And it was
Mhm.
beautiful. But in the same token, you could say the same thing, because I haven't finished my point, but in the same token, you could say the same thing about the things that happened in the civil rights movement. You could say the same thing about Dr. King and his march on
Washington.
Washington, or
Mhm.
their march on at Selma,
Mhm.
or the Senate. Like, I think for us as a people, it's difficult because we're always going to have, you're always going to be the angry black man. I'm always going to be the angry black woman. Never mind, I'm just expressing myself. Like, but because it's not the tone or the way that they feel like we should deliver it, that's always going to be a thing for us.
Mhm.
And I think that the more that we understand that's just how they going. Now, not everybody, because I got a lot of, my godmother's a Caucasian woman. I like to call her light skinned though, but she's a Caucasian woman with biracial children. My
Mhm.
godchildren are Caucasian and biracial. You feel me? So it's not a race thing. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's the understanding. It's certain people in this world that will understand what we are, and there's certain people that won't. Just like it was in slavery times. There were people who appalled slavery.
Mhm.
They became the abolitionists.
Mhm.
And then you had those people who was like, nah, we here for slavery. Keep them, I ain't gonna say the word, but keep them down and keep them in servitude. And that's what they fought for. What you think the whole Civil War was? So it's always been like that. But
Exactly.
I'm not gonna be mad at people coming together for a cause,
And especially if it's positive.
and especially if it's positive. And a lot of great performances, entertainment wise, came out of that Million Man March. I ain't gonna lie, it was lit. It was
True.
lit. It was lit. If you were alive in those times, if you were, and again, we were teenagers, so we got to see a lot of things.
Mhm.
It was magical. I mean, I
Yeah.
could have did without the Al Sharpton and the Jesse Jackson because I don't trust neither one of them fools. But um, it was magical because it was just like, look at us. We
Mhm.
coming together for a cause. Did it really do anything? Not really. Civil rights movement kind of did something, but not really. It's still no change. We still deal with the same things. And the problem is, the overall problem is the things that we're dealing with is not because of who we are, but because of the color of our skin.
Yeah, I would take what you just said with that and say it's less because of who we are, it's because less of who certain people are, and that's not us. Can't you? They not
It's
like
the
us.
color of our
And,
skin.
and I'm
Same
saying that
thing.
in a, but
It's
I'm
the
not saying
same,
that in a bad way. I'm just saying it because.
but that's what it is. That's the reality. And I like to say, I don't like the, I can't, can I cuss now? I don't like the
Mhm.
pussyfoot. I don't like the pussyfoot around with shit. Shit is what it is. And the reason why we deal with the things that we deal with is because they brought us over here with the intention of us being their servants for life.
Mhm.
It didn't work out that way, but then they found other ways to keep us at a stronghold. The beautiful thing about now is we are we are kind of integrated because you have to let us into the workplace. You have to do these things. discrimination cases is not what a corporation wants. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And then when they do get them, they make life extremely miserable. Look at Diddy. Sorry, I couldn't leave it out. I couldn't leave it out of there. I'm sorry.
Like,
You start getting a little too uppity, and I bring you back down. But that particular event, I'm not gonna lie, I loved it. I thought it was a beautiful thing. Did I expect it to bring major change? No. Every protest we've had thus far, has it brought any major change? Absolutely not.
well,
It hasn't.
one thing. All right. So I would say this a little bit. Major change is something that we would want.
Yeah.
Major change is also what happened when the Emancipation Proclamation. It is going to be some people that is going to be hardcore. I'm willing to die for this. No, and there's going to also be some people hardcore. I'm willing to die for this. Yes.
Yeah.
A part of me always thinks like soft, not soft, but slow change is still progress compared
Yeah.
to a major change.
And I think that's what we got. We got soft,
Slow
soft
progress to
change,
change.
but not a major change. And I didn't expect that from that anyway. This is
And
America.
but
Not to
that,
be quoting Childish Gambino, but this is America.
and that is true. That's 100% fact. This is America. And when America had a major change, America went to war with itself. So, and that's the one thing I understand. And it's
We
like,
had states talking about succeeding. They didn't want to be a part of it no more.
exactly.
We would do it. You know, every time I've been to Texas, that's something that I hear all the time. Oh, we could succeed from the United States, and I really be thinking about it in this sense too. And we gonna move on after this because we want to get at least one or two more in there before we jump to the final exam, and I got to do love. The one thing that I've also noticed is like, all right, you say you would succeed, but then that means your military will not be as big as it is if you stay together. So if you succeed from the rest of the country and you just become your own little country, you don't think Mexico is coming back for their piece of land that they stole? You don't have a military force. You don't have military forces like that. And it's not Texas is a huge state. It's humongous. Mm-hmm. Everything's big in Texas. I love Texas. By the way, shout out to my family in Texas. But it's not big enough to go against a whole country.
No.
Like perhaps in Mexico.
Yeah. There's way more things because I know we want to move on, but if your state succeeds, then what are you basing your economy on now? The American dollar is the American dollar. It ain't the Texan dollar. Right there, you got a problem.
So what is your currency at that point?
That's the problem. And
what is your currency?
I've had people that talk like this all the time, and it's always the funniest thing. But
but you know, I'm an asshole. So so if y'all decide y'all want to separate yourselves, and this is exactly how every time I hear it, this is how my response. So you're gonna separate yourselves, right? Mm-hmm. So what military are you gonna have? You don't think Mexico coming back for their piece of land that y'all stole? You don't hear nobody in Florida saying that shit because they know better. Then, like you said, currency wise, what is your currency now? Is that interchangeable within different countries? Do they want to deal with that currency? Because it's bigger than y'all. This is the problem that I have with people. South base. You don't think about how big it is. How the bigger picture. You're never looking at the bigger picture because you're only looking at South. You succeed. You don't have the backing of the United States anymore. Now you're left alone. Mexico is coming back for their property.
Simply think about this. I think we can move on, but you won't be an American. Now you have to cross a border, and the same border that you argue with, that you got to deal with Mexico. Now you got to cross an American border.
Be on the other side of Texas.
So,
and you gonna be trying to
passport ain't an American passport no more.
You might be a part of Mexico again. You
If
on the
they come back and
Mexico
get it,
side.
if they come back and get it.
I think they will. I don't think they was too happy about the Alamo. I think they will.
Of course not.
I think they will. And you giving them the opening to look weak. You look weak now because you don't have the backing of the rest of the country. Now you look weak because you're isolated. I think they will.
Yeah. So craziness,
I do
craziness,
have a
craziness.
military not mind at points. I think if I was Mexico and they seceded from the United States and the United States like fuck them. Yeah, I'm going back to get my land.
I'm going to get my chain back. I'm going to get my chain back.
Period. Antioch. And the infamous words of MOP. Antioch. Jack that fool. Kidnap that fool. That's what's getting ready to happen. So go ahead and secede if you want to, because you think it's the most intelligent thing to be doing. You're not that smart. I'm just tell you that right now. The next one, I'm sorry, but it's just not a wise thing to do. Stick with what you got. I know not any of us are happy about circumstances, but be smart. Don't be a stupid idiot. That's dumb. That's dumb. You see what happened to the Union and the Confederacy. Killed each other off. It was crazy. It was a war between Mexico and the United States. It was a war between the United States and England. You know what I'm saying? None of it's good. Just stick with what you know. Just
They think because we were, and this is, I know we talk about this heavy because it's so funny. In their mind, we're Americans. We'll fight. No, you're not. You're not Americans no more. Y'all succeeded.
You
You're not
succeeded.
American.
You're not an American. We don't got your back. I don't got your back. You ain't part of my country. Thing. And don't send none of my relatives to fight on. We not sending none of our relatives to fight on your behalf if you decide that you don't want to be a part of this no more. It's blood in, blood out. We like a gang.
That's why it's blood in, blood. We're like a gang. But no,
we are.
All right, what else we got in the bag? I know we killing this.
All right, so a quick game of Sorry. You remember Sorry?
The board game?
Yeah. We don't know what's coming out the bag. We still in the 80s and 90s.
Oh, I remember it, but I don't think I really ever played it.
I played it. You know, it got the one thing I did love about Sorry is you could never lose the die. The die. You could never
that
lose
little bubble thing, right?
It got the little bubble and you got to pop the bubble and mm-hmm. So that was one thing I always loved about that game. We actually have that game in here too. We board gamers. We like play board games. Oh. And that was the one thing I always loved because with Monopoly you could lose it easily. Like you could lose them easily. Any game that had dice in it, you could lose the dice easily, or you could have relatives like some of my relatives that will steal them out and go outside and. You know what I'm saying? Now you don't got the die and you want to get a good round of the board game in. Sorry, that wasn't the luxury with Sorry. You couldn't just take the dice out of there.
Like I was surprised somebody didn't try.
I mean, I'm surprised. Like I said, I got relatives that were stealing the dice out of the Monopoly game, and then you'd be ready to be playing. Hey, let's get the game. Where the dice? Because they done stole the dice. So I was surprised that nobody trying to steal the dice. But that's one thing I remember. And the way the board game went, because you had to come out, go around the whole board, and try to get back into your section before somebody knocked you off the board. And then they'd be like, sorry.
I remember the commercial more than I remember the game. I remember the commercial more than I remember the game. I remember because they had like the little pieces. They had like a little head on the top, but it didn't have a body. It was kind of like a pyramid.
It was kind of like maybe like a pawn in a chessboard.
Yes, it looked like a pawn in the chess game. But no, I'll be for real with you.
I like to play chess also, by the way. Told you we're a board game kind of family. Yeah. Okay. Also, another thing I remember about that game is like once you got to your little like arrow area, once you got there, or once you got on, it's like a part where you could slide, like slide and like skip the moves. and get around. You feel me? I don't think you could do it on other people's colors. You could only do it maybe I think on your colors. I can't remember verbatim. I ain't played Sorry in forever, but
that was my next question. Like, when the last time you played Sorry?
and we have the game. That's not a game my daughter is into. She'll play Monopoly and Uno though. Play the hell out of them games. She's serious.
Them was the fighting games though.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Thank you for saying that, because that's the thing I was gonna bring up. You know how I be telling you how certain games get rid around here. Sorry was not one of them games.
Maybe because it's in the title though.
Yeah. It's like I already said sorry. What else you want from me?
What else can I say? Like, my bad.
Nigga, I had to slide and knock you off the board.
That's the thing. Somebody should redo the game. I'm sorry, and just call it My Bad.
My bad. My bad. Oh, yeah. That'll be dope, though.
No, for real.
That'll be dope. My bad. And then you gotta throw your hands out like my bad.
Yes, I think somebody can redo it. A new generation of the game. I'm sorry, just my bad.
My bad. And that's the whole thing. Is like I couldn't help but knock you off the board. That's how many steps I had to take to get there. So sorry.
Yeah.
One like Monopoly, I could say, I'm gonna buy this property. I'm not gonna buy this property. I know he got the property, so I'm gonna buy it anyway. So he's gonna have to trade me. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have many options in Sorry. It's just like, this is the way I gotta go. If you in the way, sorry, boop, you knocked off the board. Sorry. You know what I'm saying?
Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane.
You was in my lane. I was on the way. You was in my way.
Let's go.
I had to go. My bad. I do like that. My bad. See, my bad wasn't invented when we was playing that game. Because if it was, I would have been like, my bad.
Hey, you got an idea on your hands. You might need to tweak it a bit.
Because I would have said it. My bad. All right, and the last one.
Wait, before we move on real quick, is there anything that's newer than my bad that people would say?
I don't know. We still say my bad here. We still say my fault.
I still say my bad.
I still say my fault. I say my fault or my bad. And that's about it. Or I don't say nothing at all because I don't really give a shit. I'm listening. You knew what you was getting into when you got into this.
Maybe that's the adult version of I'm sorry. Like, you knock somebody off the board. I don't give a shit. Dude, I don't give a shit.
You're bad.
Damn.
You're bad. You're bad. You shouldn't have been in my way when I was coming through the little lane and it told me to slide and knock you off. You shouldn't have been there. Yeah, it was other people. You couldn't slide on your own. You could slide on other people's though. When you got to the little end of the arrow, then it say slide and you slide and you knock them off. It was fun. It was fun.
Maybe the new term, like we outside or some shit like that.
We outside. Oh, that's so disrespectful though, Doc.
But I'm saying, I'm thinking about how this game can be amped up to be new.
But anyway. Disrespect that, like if you come up and you slide down the board and you knock somebody off, you say we outside. I want fight now. We outside.
That game will work then. Could you knock somebody piece off and be like, we outside, instead of I'm sorry or my bad? It's not non-threatening. It's like we outside.
You outside. Yep. You outside. Now I want to fight you. We both outside now. See, you can't see how that translates.
New game alert.
Yeah, now we both outside. You outside, I'm outside too. Let's go. Yeah, watch your mouth. You can't talk to certain people a certain kind of way. So I don't think we outside will work for me because we outside. Oh, okay. You think spades get crazy?
I think that's more entertaining now.
You think spades get crazy around this piece? Oh, we outside. You saying you outside? Oh, okay, I'm outside too. Let's go. You know, you gotta watch who you
think. They can pull another card. If it's up, then it's stuck. Basically, somebody needs to make a new game with all the weird slang.
Oh, you about to get some people hurt, Doc.
That'll be crazy. Somebody made a card. Black Card Revoke and Cards Against Humanity are very interesting games. I don't know if you ever played.
We have both of those games, actually.
Crazy games that somebody just thought of. I think We Outside game will work, and then something about if it's up, then it's stuck. It's gonna be some type of retaliation card or something. I don't know.
Some people get ready to be fighting because that's hood terms. You asking for oh my lord, you asking for people to get hurt, Doc.
I don't know. I'm just saying ideas.
Yeah, all right. We playing sorry, and you tell me we outside. I'm okay. Well, we outside then. And then you tell me if it's up, then it's stuck. Oh, well, then it's stock then. Let's go. See what I'm saying? See how I could turn all of that into some high stakes?
I was like, you talking about
I
the
don't
board
like
game or what?
Listen, I told you, certain games get real in certain parts of the world.
I think that would be entertaining.
People respond to things. Like, that's just like dominoes. Dominoes can get serious. And especially if you slam that domino on the table too hard, it can get serious.
Yeah, but that's
dominoes.
That's what it was telling you. That's the same thing with Uno card. When you call Uno,
you know, when I want to fight somebody in Uno, this is the only time I ever want to fight somebody in Uno, because really it's strategy and just knowing how to move, right? And then, you know, most people will have keep track. Well, some, I don't do that. I try to get them out early, because at the end of the game, I don't want all them points racked up on my end. If I lose, you know, the wild cards, the skips, the draw twos, and all of that stuff. I think I get where if I got all of them cards in my hand and somebody say Uno out, or if somebody got a whole bunch of draw twos and a draw four in their hand, and they like draw four, the color is such and such. Now you gotta draw them right, and then they be like, now draw two, and then they could put the other draw two on top of that draw two, and then another draw two. Like, I'm mad.
Y'all play the vicious way, and I like that way.
I know most people do, but my point is, I try to get them out early though, because I don't want all them points at the end of the game. If perhaps I get stuck in that situation, wild card draw fours is worth 50 points. Draw twos, skips, and reverses is 20. That adds up. First person to 500. If you pay it the right way, loses. Yeah. So think, if you got multiple draw fours in your hand, multiple, and it's the end of the game, and you just got them. You ain't even, let's say that person did all of that, and you just got them because you just plucked out the deck. Now you got all these points, and you done lost the game already, because you didn't. I try to get them out early. I do. I ain't gonna lie. In my mind, it's like, all right, I don't want all these points at the end. Like, if I lose and I only got a blue 6 and a green 4, I'm cool. I'm cool. But if I lose and I got skips and draw fours and wilds and reverses, and I'm angry now, we might fight. Because it's like, oh, you know,
maybe my bad should not be invented then. In some alternate universe, my bad could be invented.
Because in my mind, I'm thinking, you little bitch. Now I'm.
Wait, hold up. If you was playing this game with your child, she hit you with the.
Okay, listen, it's a song by Anderson .Paak, and it's No Worries, but Anderson is featuring Anderson .Paak and Thundercat on there. Okay. And I love the song, and every morning I sing the song, but in the song they say bitch very with definition, like bitch. And I'll be outside in the morning and bus stop with the kids and shit. And one morning the song came on while we was waiting on the bus. They get ready to get on the bus, and I'm singing the song, and bitch came out, and I looked, because I usually just the time where I'm hugging my baby and have a great day in school. So I was like, no, I wasn't talking to you. I wasn't talking to you. She was like, Mom, no, it was a song. It was a song. So yeah, I don't cuss at my daughter. I rarely even raise my voice to her, so I wouldn't be talking to her like that during game time. And I kind of keep the rules a little PG for her, because she is a kid, so I play with her differently than I play with adults. But when she get older, it's no holds barred.
Okay.
Once she turn, I'm gonna give her until 15. She on her own now. But no, I still wouldn't cuss at her. But when she turned 15, she gotta take that out like you take her out. and that's that. Because I'm gonna really play it for real, for real. Like I'll be playing her like how I play other adults. But when she like 15, then she gotta get this work. It's
She's
gonna be
like,
like,
mom, why are you winning now? What's going on? You gotta
I'm not
explain
seeing it. She already know. I already told her. I see. This is the thing. I don't candy coat shit. Not even with my own child. I don't cuss at her, but I keep it a buck with her. She already know how I get down. She ain't gonna be questioning nothing. She gonna be like, I done turned 15. I don't want to play anymore. I don't want to play because that's
that's
how
a good
she
out.
did.
That's a good out. That's a good out.
That's how she did. So she gonna say she out. She don't want to play. But right now we cool because I don't take it that hard on her. I think I'm gonna do it gradually. Like the older she get, the more I'm gonna put more effort. All right. So our last one for the night is the show 227. You remember 227?
Yeah, 227 on the stoop.
Mary. Yeah.
Jack A.
Mary. Her name was Sandra on the show. Mary.
But that's the actress is Jack A, right?
Decade. That's her name. Her name. Her real name. But that was her
Yeah,
on
Jack
the
A.
show.
I was
Her
assuming it was.
name on the show. Her character name was Sandra.
Okay. What I can recall about this show, and it's because I base this more in reality. Most of the men worked. The women were home. They lived in, I think it was a brownstone. I'm not familiar fully with brownstones, but I know what brownstones are.
It was based in D.C., Washington, D.C. So
Oh,
it
so
was
that's more
more
of a
like,
townhouse, a row
yeah,
home.
like more like row homes, but they do have, like even here, we got brownstones here. They do have brownstones in D.C. too.
Okay. But
We got brownstones here. I used to live in one.
Okay.
But the weird part about the brownstone, and thank you for bringing that up. The weird part about the brownstone, I don't know. I think it's the same thing in New York. At one point in time, the brownstone, most brownstones, even the ones of today, they've turned them into apartments. And I think that was like a thing that they did in the 227 thing. It was a brownstone, but they turned it into apartments because remember, they lived in an apartment, not a whole house. That the building was apartments. You had I forgot
Oh
her
yeah,
name.
because I remember they started the show. It was this window, this window, this window, this window.
Right.
So why did I think it was a brownstone? I think I associate
Because
scoops
it
with
was like a
brownstone.
brownstone, but they broke it into apartments like how they do in real life. I lived in the brownstone, and the brownstone I lived in was apartments.
All right, so this is what it is. It's a regional cultural thing. In my mind, if you don't have a porch, you have a stoop, and a stoop is more of a up north thing, and I can associate that with brownstone compared to down south. We have porches, we don't have
Porches. Right.
stoops.
Right. Right.
And so that's why in my head I'm like, it's brownstone. But then when you said it, I'm like, no, there was this apartment here, this apartment here, this apartment
But
here,
it
this
was a
apartment here.
brownstone that had been almost like a
Right.
brownstone that had been converted into apartments.
But I guess, and I'll make it quick. The biggest thing I remember is the men used to go to work, the women be home, and then everything that just happens in the neighborhood that the women would be sitting around just watching, paying attention to. The older woman who just
Always
nosy,
in the window.
always in the window. To the Jack A played the woman who was uh flirtatious, I guess you can say, that the other
Right.
women didn't trust her around they men. And
Right.
then I remember the dude, they would work hard and everything, and then everything used to transpire, but it was all centered around this one thing. I mean, that's a really good show. And that's what I fully remember about all that about it.
I do remember they used to deal with a lot of life circumstances. Countess Vaughn got her start on that show. That's how she got into the acting game. Regina King, who also did the voices for the Boondocks and played in a lot of movies and stuff. That's where
I
she
don't know
kind of
I
got.
only know Countess Vaughn from Parker's.
Huh?
I only know remember Countess Vaughn from Parker's though.
I mean, Countess Vaughn was on Moesha. She was on the Parkers because the Parkers
Oh
was
yeah.
a spinoff of Moesha.
Oh,
She did
oh
a
yeah,
little
right,
bit of
right,
work.
right.
She had a singing career for a little bit. She's done some things. I'm not saying that she was like the A-lister, but she's done some things. And you gotta remember, Countess Vaughn got her start on Star Search as that little girl, and then it transitioned to 227. But she's done some things, and she's been in a couple of little movies or whatever. I'm not saying she's an A-lister.
On my loose remembrance of 227, I remember the name of the title of the show. What was your big takeaways or your big vibe from 227?
my big vibe. I just think that any show where it is like it shows you on one, and then never mind, Marla Gibbs was the mom, and Mary. And if you know anything about her, you know her from The Jeffersons, which was my show in itself. I think for that show, for me, it was good because it had a variety of things in it, and like you said, it was a variety of people.
Yeah.
And it did show again, maybe not on the level of the Huxtables, but on the level of this is how we really live as Black people. Not
Working
everybody's a
class. It
criminal.
was
We work
extremely
hard.
working class.
We take care
Yeah.
of our families. We come together as a community because remember that was basically what it was. They was like a little community, a little hub, and that's what I love. I like to see that. I think we need more TV like that.
I don't think we're
Because
ever going to give you like that anymore.
we ain't never gonna have it like that because we not. And but it was good because it was showing America how Black middle class people really could live. You know what I'm saying?
Weird, crazy question.
What?
Do you think that white people or Caucasian people, I don't know what term you like to prefer, do you think
Clear
they really
people.
watch that show?
Certain ones. I know a
Okay.
few. But I live in a city where it's majority Black. So again, that goes back to that like not putting people in a box. I live in a city that's majority Black. Most of the clear people in my city hang with Black people. So yeah.
Okay.
You know, it depends on where you're from.
True.
That's the beautiful thing about the world. It
I know I
depends.
can ask somebody and be like, hey, what's 227? I don't know.
But
They
again,
were like, I'd be like, what's Silver Spoon? Oh, I know Silver Spoon. So it's the same
regional
shit.
though, it depends on where you're from.
True.
Because if you a white person from a majority Black city, if you was a white person from Detroit at the time that Detroit was gradually
I
moving
don't know.
on.
Detroit is kind
Hold
of
on,
interesting.
let me finish my point.
Okay.
At the time that Detroit was shifting into that underworld, I'm gonna call it the underworld. It was a lot of. That's why you had a white boy Rick, because he hung with Black people. You know what I'm saying? So it depends on where you're from, and the people that you came out with, and the people that you hung out with. If you hung out with a lot of Black people, then you would probably be watching a lot of Black shows. You would probably be heavy. Well, no, you just rap is just. Well, back then it was, but you listen to a lot of Black people music. You know what I'm saying? Because you were around a lot of Black people. So you adapt to your environment. So if I'm in an environment where everybody I hang around is Black, probably watching the same shows they watch. I'm probably running in the house to watch Martin. I'm probably watching the Cosby Show. I'm probably watching A Different World. You know what I'm saying? Depends on your environment.
Yeah. All right.
It depends on your environment. So I do know actually some people who white clear people that did watch 227. I know because they watched it with me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And that's not me just guessing whether or not somebody this is experience. They did it with me. I hung with a diverse crew. It's probably why I encourage that for my daughter. Only thing is I don't know, she just gravitate towards Hispanics a lot. I tried to blame that on her brother being half Puerto Rican, but I don't think that's what it is. I just think that our environment has a lot of Hispanic people in our neighborhood. So she hang with a lot of Hispanic. Her best friend is clear, but her best friend know all the songs, the hood songs better than she do. She don't even know them, but her best friend do, and her best friend is Caucasian to the core. Both her parents are Caucasian. All her siblings are Caucasian. You know, mixed babies in the household, and they got 11 kids.
Jeez.
But she know them rap songs and them little ratchet songs, and my daughter don't know them at all. Depends on your environment and how you were raised. That's my answer to that question. Yes, I do know some white people that watch 227 with me.
Okay. Hey, it was a curious question I thought about because I do know white people watch the Cosby Show, but if I drive down to like a Martin or something, the population of them gets extremely small. But
I know a whole bunch of white people that watch Martin. A whole bunch. But again, depending on your environment.
right, yeah, all right,
It's not the people, it's the environment. You grow up in a city that's majority black, you hang around a majority of black people, then you tend to pick up some of the habits.
all right.
It's your environment. Again, my godmother she's a lawyer too. I mean, well, she's a state's attorney, but she's a Caucasian woman. I call her light skin not because I'm trying. No, I really do be calling her light skin because she internally is this color. On the outside, she's clear.
Okay.
So I'm saying it depends on you. And she's not even from here. She's from Florida. She was born in Florida, but she moved here, started her career. Now she's a state's attorney here, but she loved our people, and I could do no wrong in her eyes. I love you, godmommy, by the way. I could never do any wrong. I'm her princess for life. And I'm old now, and she's old, but yeah, I love you, godmommy. It's my bow. But yeah, it is what it is. So it depends on your environment. All right. So that was our last one for the day. I need to get to these love notes so we could get to the final exam. You go do your thing, and I'm gonna just take you off the screen briefly. Well, not take you off, but I'm going solo layout. Y'all. Oh man, I love that we get to learn things about each other. Like I said, I don't think it's a sometimes people make race a thing, but I don't think that's really should be a thing. Just love should be the answer. Speaking of love, it's time for me to give my love now. Big shout out to anybody who's watching from Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. I appreciate you so much. I love you. Don't forget to hit that like button. But these people I'm about to shout out real quick, they don't even know what I look like. They don't know what Doc look like. They don't know what Rukazi look like. They don't know what we look like over here. And I appreciate them for just downloading anyway and enjoying the content that we provide for them because that's why they download and they come back. Thank you. Again, shout out to my people on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Thanks for the live love. But these people I'm about to talk about, they are my listening audience. Love notes. How did we come up with the name Love Notes? Well, I'm gonna tell you how. I used to call it Love. Doc used to call it Show Notes. It was no way in hell I was ever gonna call it Show Notes. So we came to the compromise, and that we call it Love Notes. Yeah, and it is what it is. Doc also used to say that I had a stack of paper the size of a composition notebook. They were not. Ha ha, Doc. But they were not. But it was a lot of papers. It was a lot of cities, states, and countries on that paper. We've done a beautiful thing, though. We've gone green. We don't have those stack of papers no more. And here you are. Thanks for all of the love. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm blessed. I really am. Shout out to my top 6, the United States, the United Kingdom, China, Canada, and Belgium specifically. And Belgium specifically, Brussels. I was trying to get that out. I'm sorry. Got tongue tied again. I love y'all so much, man. Russia, Indonesia, Japan, New Zealand, Australia, Turkey, Switzerland, Germany, Mexico, Austria, Philippines, and Kenya. Hi, Booze. I love you. I'm sorry if y'all can't see Kenya at the bottom. It got covered up by the website. Pakistan, Romania, South Africa, Nigeria, Brazil, Netherlands, Singapore, Spain, Ireland, and Nepal. I love you all. Thank you for the love. And thank you for coming back, man. I see y'all. Barbados, Israel, Hong Kong, France, Poland, Tunisia, Venezuela, baby, the Czech Republic, Portugal, and Morocco. Hi, Booze. I love you too. Yay. I'm probably get tongue-tied on the back end, though. Ghana, Finland, Cameroon, Lithuania, Sweden, Bangladesh, and Latvia. Hi, babies. Thank you for the love. I appreciate you. That Latvia and Bangladesh ones. Oh, my gosh. And last but not least, Hungary, Greece, and Denmark. I'm excited for them, too. This is amazing. I love you guys, and thank you for all of the love. I appreciate you so much. I adore you guys. Thank you. And keep coming back. Don't stop. Keep coming back. We love you. Let me bring my bulldog back on the screen real quick though. But we love you. Come back. Make sure you come back. Doc. You hear that, Les?
Yes, it's getting long. It's getting long.
I know. I like it. It excites me. I'm sorry. Oh, it excites me. Let's see what you had to say real quick. Doc said we are worldwide. If we march, let's do it for unity and big change. True that, true that, true that, true that. We can only pray for the change, or we can change the people in legislation, and that could be a part of the change. But whatever, whatever. Doc also said, "Top flight, catch the vibes. If you out making a mess, you may end up on Media Monday for sure, and the wiretap for sure, or the 227 stop. Yeah, because Pearl was in that window, seeing all the stuff that was going on the block. Yes, Pearl. I was trying to think of her name earlier. Her name was Pearl. That was my boo. That was my boo. I love Pearl. Hit that like button and tune in. Yes, for sure. Oh, hi, Q. Thank you for the love, boo. See you. I see you. I see you. All right. Yeah. Pearl was my girl. She was nosy. I like them kind of old ladies that sit outside the window and just be.
Yeah, that's a new though. That's the problem.
They know what's going on and they know who did it. Stop playing with them.
They have nothing to do.
What? They my kind of people because I'm nosy. All right. Don't judge us. Don't judge us. Don't judge us.
Wait, you wanted I'm outside.
What? Go ahead, say it. Say
you wanted them? You wanted them too? you be like,
am I going to be a Pearl when I get old? Probably not, because I don't plan to be living that kind of lifetime. I don't plan on living. I hope and pray that I live in a rural area and I have some farm animals. That's my vision for my old life. So no, I don't plan on being Pearl in the window. You better not be on my property. You might catch that buckshot. Anyway, get off my property. I plan on being that old lady. Yeah, for sure. Anyway, y'all, it is now time for the final exam. It's time for us to get into this final exam. I explained the rules earlier. I'm gonna let Doc take over from there. But it is time for the final exam. Break it down, Doc. Break it down.
All right, so it's simple. I give 5 clues. The 5 clues have to deal with somebody that released the album in this year. The year that Cat picked was 2006. I didn't get a chance to kind of soften these questions based upon the articles that I was reading, but I have a whole Source magazine collection, so I didn't get a chance to even out these questions. So they're kind of raw. It was just my thoughts of what I was reading from the articles. So with that being said, you got to get your Harleys out, right?
I gotta get. Well, 4 of them are already out. I don't want them to go back in. I got to get the first one out, though, and she's a stud now, and she got straight backs.
She's a stud with straight backs.
She a whole stud.
She don't put her hand on the window, on the glass.
She don't love me. All she do is take my commissary money and then walk away. She don't care because she mad at me because I can't get her out of jail. I mean, out of prison. The other four, they kind of they cool.
With that being said, the game within the game is you say you already spent the rule, but if y'all guess, y'all win. If Cat guess, she wins. But her game within the game is she got to get her Harleys out of jail. And if nobody can answer it, then I win. And that's how it works.
That's how it works.
So, first clue. Are you ready?
Oh, hold on.
What's up?
Get y'all number 2 pencils.
Oh, get your number 2 pencils. Do I need to separate anybody? Hey,
I gotta use the bathroom.
You can't go. Look, you were just out there. You was late to class already. What, your little boyfriend out there or something?
We was in the hallway. We was talking.
It don't matter. Look, when the bell rings, you know where you're supposed to be.
I can imagine you being that kind of teacher too.
That would be simple. Look, when the bell rings, you know where you're supposed to be. No, and the one I used to hate though, and I'm sorry, I'm getting to it. The bell don't dismiss you.
I dismiss you. Oh, I remember that vividly. Oh my gosh. Give me number one. I gotta pay. Sorry, go ahead.
Number one, let's go.
Oh man, that's fine. Oh, I hate it when they said that. I hated that so much. Like, nigga, I'm about to miss my bus. Released on September the 19th, 2006, on the 1st and the 15th Entertainment and Atlantic Records. Well, first of all, somebody getting their checks, but whatever. The album features productions from the Neptunes, Kanye West. I don't even know who that is, or that person either.
Linkin Park.
I don't know. Okay,
Mike Shinoda is Linkin Park.
Oh, well, I don't know. They see what I'm saying? This is what I be saying to you. You be wanting me to know people real names.
And I
don't know their names.
That is his actual stage name too, but he's from Linkin Park. But I didn't give a chance.
I know the Neptunes. I know Kanye West.
Yep.
Listen, anyway, this bitch about to be mad at me again. That's why she don't put her hands on the glass no more.
Your number one chance to get the number one out. You know what
I knew I wasn't going to get her out today, and she knew I wasn't going to get her out today, so she not even mad no more. She just said put money on her books. And I will, because I hold her down.
She not even going to the visitor room.
No, she comes to the visitor room. I feel like she comes to the visitor room because she feel obligated because I do put money on her books.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? But she don't talk to me. She don't even put her hand on the glass no more. She mad as shit at me. All right, I love you, boo. I'm sorry that you guys stay in prison, but you got to stay Harley number one. You got to stay, boo, because I don't know the answer to this one.
All right. You ready for number two?
First of all, the 1st and the 15th Entertainment. Who record company is that? Anyway, yeah, I'm ready.
And I remember this is kind of
sorry, I left you in prison.
Because this is around when the whole shit with who the fuck did it? Fun Master Flex with the payola shit kind of popped up again.
Oh shit. Originally, the album was reported to have debuted at number 12 on the Billboard 2000 and what? No, 6.
What did I know? Wait.
It's like a semicolon on there. But however, due to the
oh no, it was 8.
8. Okay, all right, 2008. However, due to the incomplete Nielsen sound scan, that sound scan is a motherfucker, reports the album actually debuted at number 8. So
that back when this is kind of when that whole payola shit kind of popped off again. I don't know if you remember that.
I do remember that, but that damn sound scanner fuck a nigga up every time, I promise you. Y'all gotta start paying attention to y'all business affairs too. Just the thought of sound scan made me think about that. But yeah, that's a little bit. I done lost number 2. I'm sorry, baby. Next week. I'll get you out next week. We'll have fun. We had a fun week this week. All right. I'm going to number 3.
Number 3.
Yeah. I'll get you out next week, boo. I'm sorry. She still put her hand on the glass, though.
Number 1 said she ain't getting you out. Number 1 said,
don't be tainting her, number 1. She know I get her out sometimes. I just don't never get you out, bitch. All right. I'm sorry. Because I don't never get her out. I only got her out maybe like once or twice. And
I don't think you ever got number 1 out.
I have gotten number 1 out.
Did you?
I've guessed on the first guess. I've guessed on the first guess.
Oh,
it wasn't many times, but I've done it. It ain't been many times, but I've done it. Maybe once or twice. At the age of 19, he was signed to Epic Records and was a member of a group called The Pack. The group released one single before splitting up. Damn, they ain't even last long. Shit. One single? God damn. He later signed a recording contract with Arista Record. Okay, who was on Arista? And that's hip hop song. And The Pack? Who the fuck is The Pack? I never heard of them. Oh. Who's on Arista Records? Well, everybody technically everybody's on Arista or Universal Music Group. Technically,
UMG running everything right now.
No, they not, because everybody getting fired. You and I'm get to that tomorrow. Oh no, they either quitting or they getting fired. No, they not. Oh, the shift is happening right now. We in it, and that's the crazy part. We live in it. It's happening. Them execs is scattering like roaches. But the crazy part was he was signed to Epic first, but he was in a group now. And he released one single before splitting up. That's messed up. That was only one single. He later signed a recording contract with Arista Records. And he signed another Clive. Oh, I would have been scared. Give me number 4.
I would have been scared.
I would have been scared. You know, y'all know who Clive Davis is.
Look,
I would have been petrified.
Look, we read court cases.
And not only that, we know what he did to Whitney. Whitney died, and he still had the freaking Grammy party while she was upstairs unalived. I don't trust nothing about Clive Davis. And not that I'm listening to Jaguar, but his action showed me what I needed to see and what he did to Phyllis Hyman. Yeah, I know a lot about that situation. But anyway, I don't know who this is, so we're gonna go to number 4. 3 of my bitches is in prison right now, and I don't even like it. She always gonna touch the glass, by the way, number 3. Cause she be close. She get out more often than number 2 and number 1 then.
That means she don't value it. She's like, I don't know the fuck about going to prison. I just get right back out.
Cause she gonna get me out. Exactly.
Cause she's spoiled.
Number 3, number 4, and number 5, they some spoiled bitches. It's not my fault that I get them out all the time. Okay. Look, they know what it is.
The conversation talk about number 2 then. Number 2 is gonna be way more interesting now.
I gotta work on her. He was one of Rolling Stone magazine's list of artists to watch in 2006. In April of 2006, the entire album was leaked onto the internet. Oh, he was mad. He was mad. His shit leaked. I don't know who this is, but he was mad because a lot of people's shit was getting leaked in 2006. I think that was on purpose.
That was when the internet leaking was heavy.
And you gotta remember, around them times, we coming out of what was that? LimeWire. Freaking.
That was the beginning of the whole streaming shit, basically, overall.
Yeah, like we was in that. Like, oh, I used to love LimeWire. You know how many albums I got off of there? Not that I'm sorry, artists, but it was free.
Yeah, but it gave you a computer infection, so you downloaded the wrong one.
Wow, I didn't never have that misfortune.
Because then
I was getting ready to say, you want to read my mind? You read my mind because I was getting
Casey, we will be here forever.
No, I did not, because Casey was on vacation, a long vacation.
Oh, my bad.
So I didn't have him at that time. He was on a long vacation.
All right,
that's all I'm gonna say about that. Y'all know what a vacation is.
Yes. So interesting then that you didn't have your first computer. They caught all kinds of viruses with the pop-ups. I experienced this shit.
Well, no, the thing is, I've always been pretty good with computers. This is why my studio looked the way it looks.
I've been pretty good with computers, but
so I always, if something fucked up, I've always been able to fix it. So I never had those issues because I was that kid. I told you I got in trouble all the time for the shit that I was doing, but it was good shit. And I don't think that they realized how good it really was that I was doing the shit. Maybe because I didn't know exactly what I was doing, but I made it work better than before. But this man right here was mad because he got leaked. So let me see. He was mad. He was mad. You leaked my shit? Oh, sorry. That's how I be. I be trying to rip niggas' heads off.
Do you have any guesses?
I'm reading while I'm talking. I do all of this for a reason. The purpose is so I can go back with all the shit that you already done put. Even though I'm a multitasker. I do multiple things at one time. So I was reading that while I was talking to you. But no, I don't. And whoever this is mad as shit because they shit got leaked. But no, I might not get none of my Harleys out tonight. This is horrible. All my point, but it's cool. I'm still the champ. Give me number 5.
Number 5.
I'm still the champ. I don't care. Ain't nobody knocked me off my shit yet. Yet. All right. The big song he had was lyrics that follow. Oh no, that ain't who I thought it was. Follow a skateboarder through. Kick push. Lupe Fiasco.
Final answer.
That's my final guess. I'm not doing that. Yes, that's my final answer.
Yes, you are right. Lupe Fiasco.
Thank you. At least I got my bottom bitch out.
Look, just because the skateboarder part, it could have been Wayne. Wayne had truck fit.
No, because Wayne ain't getting to that skateboarding shit until later. Lupe came in the game on the skateboard shit. There's a couple people that came in the game on the skateboard shit. Pharrell and them being Neptunes being one of them.
And they were the producers.
And that was part of what you said too. But then the song, I know that song. I love that song. As that one he had, that one and the one that he had with Jill Scott, 2 of my favorite songs.
That was hard. And Superstar also.
Yeah, but not so much. It was the Daydream song. The Daydream song, and it was that kick push for me. That's what really did it for me. I was like, yeah, I like this guy, right? And his style was so different from everybody else at the time. That's why that is in my head. It's burned. Those 2 songs are burned in my head because I was like, this is not what everybody else doing. Ain't nobody talking about skateboards. You feel me? Like that wasn't a thing yet. That was becoming a thing. Other than the Neptunes, that was becoming a thing. But yeah, that's how. But once we got to that 5th one, I knew this is Lupe Fiasco.
And I probably would have softened up the questions a little bit more, but this is the old school way I think about it. Then I try to soften them up.
But. Right. Yeah. So yeah. Oh, I want to get tonight. I ain't get all my bitches out. I still got my bottom bitch done. Cause she love me the most. She love me the most. So yes, the answer was Lupe Fiasco. The current score right now, Doc has 16. Me, myself, I have 31. Our former co-host has 5. I said I wasn't never going to say that again. I'm not going to say that again.
You said it.
I said I'm keeping my word. I keep my word. One thing about Kat is if she say something, she do it. And she stand on her shit. She don't break her promises. I said I wasn't going to say it no more. I'm not going to say no more. Our former co-host, though, I'm still going to say, but he had 5 because I gave him 5. I let it ride just because he did the event. Audience, y'all have 2 wins. I always encourage y'all to participate in what we got going on because it's fun. And it's hard. You see, it's hard as shit for me sometimes. Like, well, who the fuck is this? Because who the hell is the Pack? I ain't know nothing about the Pack. And I know he was signed that many times. You just never know. But the song gave it up. That fucking kick push song.
God,
that's
my shit. Been in the for a minute too, though.
Kick push, kick push, kick push, coast. Oh, sorry, that was my song. Coast. Yeah, because that's how you skateboard. You kick, and then you push, and you kick, and then you push, and then you get on there and you coast. I love that song, yo. All right, so I got one Harley out of prison. The other 3 that I had out, they back in, but they'll be out eventually, I guess. The number 1, she just gonna have to be mad at me. I told y'all she a whole stud now. She got straight backs. She got some tattoos that she didn't have before.
She got tattoos she ain't had before.
Yeah, man. She got tattoos on her face now. She ain't had all over her face though. She had maybe like a little heart or whatever, but now it's writing all over the place over her.
You probably don't even want her no more though. You probably don't even want her no more now.
I don't, but I want her out because she a loyal one. I don't want her, but I don't want her to stay in prison either.
You leading her on. You leading her
I'm
on.
not
She
leading her
knows
on.
it.
I love her. Just because I love her, I don't have to want to be with her to love her. I love her. So I want her out. I'm not leading her on. She know what it is. That's why she been in prison so long. Hit that like button, Doc said. Hit that like button. But listen, if you want to contact us for any reason, contact at ambitiouslyent.com. Contact at ambitiouslyent.com. Join the conversation. Drop a comment. Call in a text. The number is 443-780-5978. 443-780-5978. Like Doc said, hit the like button. Hit it. Share and subscribe. We like all of that good stuff over here. Check out our website, www.ambitiouslyent.com. www.ambitiouslyent.com. That is the pathway to all things ambitiously. I said that earlier. Listen, I need y'all to know something, though. I do not take requests. I do not take requests because every video, if I play a video, I have permission to play. I got written, verbal, audio, visual, electronic, however you want to say it, I got permission. So no, I don't take requests. Plus, my DJ is that guy. I don't know if y'all know about Rukazy, but I'm gonna put y'all on real quick. He already do his thing. I don't need y'all adding stuff to his plate. I take one request, I gotta take them all, and I'm not. Don't you ever get a sister. I'm not. Check out our website again, www.ambitiouslyent.com. Yes, do that. Join our coffee community so we can have enlightening, titillating, salacious, taboo conversations, and I can cuss whenever I feel like it, because I be wanting to cuss all the time. I just be having to wait, and I'm tired of the wait. I just want to say fuck straight off the top one day at the beginning of the show. I just, for no reason. Don't even know why I'm gonna say. I just I don't know. I'm just gonna say it. Big shout out to our DJ Rukazy. Howard, we love you over here. Don't you stop doing what you do. Big love to him. He had a hater, but I checked that hater. We don't play like that. Don't play with Rukazy. Don't play with him. That man been making me burnt CDs since I was 17. Don't play with him. Yeah. Oh, we had a hater. Nigga was hating on Rukazy. I was like, how dare you? Oh, you think I'm just gonna stand by idly while you talking shit about my DJ? Oh, fuck no. That's like talking about my Brazilian man. I don't play that shit. No. My loyalty hits different. You part of my family. I don't play about y'all. Nope. I don't play about y'all. So no. I check them. No, don't worry about it, y'all, because people will respect my gangster and the gangster of those around me. That's all I'm gonna say. Shout out to Rukazy, man. Go DJ, because that's my DJ. Go DJ, because that's my all right. Anyway, so yeah, I said all those things. That yeah, I don't play about y'all. Y'all don't get to hear the shit but I be cussing people out on behalf of y'all. If they got something more, they don't know nobody say nothing about you. But if they did,
I was super curious. Like, what? I don't know.
Well, no, somebody said something about Rukazy. This is the whole point. But my point is, if you part of this camp right here, you don't get to do that. That was the point. It's a bigger point. And you don't get to do that. No. No, sir. The person who was talking about him was a hater. So, I mean, it's just what it is. He's not doing nothing with his life, so he got to talk about everybody else. He talked about me, too. I just didn't find out from him. I found it out from my outsource. We don't speak anymore. Just put it like that. So it is time for me to say the things that I come here and say at the end of every show, which is mind your business. Except for Media Mondays, man, I'm telling all you, if you are in the media, I don't care if you're a celebrity, politician, none of that. I'm telling you, don't be in the news, and I won't have nothing to talk about. How about that? Tapping. Did I tell us anybody's business today?
No, not really.
I don't think I did. So I did good today. Yay! Because sometimes it slips out. And then on the wiretap, for sure, you got a court case. I'm reading it. For sure. I'm reading it. Better know I'm reading it.
You told your own business. You said you will fight if the game was called.
But I
Pull you
don't care.
outside.
I'm not telling other people's business. I'm just not telling my business. I mean, I'm telling my business, not other people's business.
Okay, yeah. So you didn't tell nobody else's other than yours.
I ain't telling nobody else's business today. Today. Um, but on the wiretap, you got a court case. I'll be telling it, and let me tell you this too. I would move to other people's cases, but Diddy shit just don't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Take that. I think it applies in this situation. And on the Wet and Wired Wednesday, I pretty much tell my own business on them days too. But other than that, mind your business. It's a safe way to live your life. Very safe way to live your life. Mind your business. Let me just telling people business. Not gonna get me one day. But anyway, love your babies, hug your babies, tell your babies that they are the GOAT, the greatest of all times. They need to hear this encouragement. I don't know what's wrong with some of you fools that don't tell your kids that they are great. But you should, because that's your job as a parent. You the first line of everything. And if you're not telling them that, something is wrong with you. Encourage them babies. If they want to work for NASA, tell them be the best astronaut, engineer, receptionist, janitor, secretary, or whatever the hell else they do over there at NASA. Get yourself a telescope and not the cheap kind that you look through your neighbor's window with. Okay? Perv. Sorry. My bad. They want to work for NASCAR, tell them be the best NASCAR driver, pit boss, pit crew member, commentator, and I know they got engineers over there. All I know is they have a need for speed and they used to love muscle cars. I've been on a muscle car tangent today too, just posting all muscle cars. I love them. But whatever it is that your kids want to do, tell them to just be great at it and let them know always that they are the greatest of all times. That's a very important message. I'll never not say that during the show because I think that's a message that should be spread through the masses always. Um, I gotta get me my little warning alert. I feel like it should be or like something like that. You see what I'm saying? You should, yeah. I need that. I'm gonna work on that this
I would think
weekend.
the Kill Bill one. The Kill Bill one is pretty dope.
Only reason why I don't want to do that is copyright infringement.
Oh,
They be snatching a lot of videos we've had thus far have been snatched because of that.
oh,
Usually Friday
making
night.
shit or something. I don't know.
But I don't care.
Air horn.
And then a lot of people misunderstand too that they think, oh, well, you don't have this many files. It has nothing to do with that. If Sony, Universal Music Group, or anybody else catches wind that you play any of their shit, and now we in the AI world, so they don't have to sit at the computer and sift.
Oh yeah.
It just
no, that's the whole
up.
thing with. Well, I know we can talk about this later, but yeah.
Yeah, but it just picks up, and so I've gotten emails, a lot of emails from YouTube, Facebook just tell me on Facebook. I also got some shit on, and I don't do shit. Well, I post clips of the show on Instagram, but when I do my little gear up for the show every night, certain music Sony will come snatch, or Universal Music Group will come, and it be me. It's me on camera. It's just the music that I chose. So with Kill Bill, it's a possibility for copyright. It's a movie. It's a major movie, and a major movie that made a lot of millions of dollars for a lot of people. Yeah, no. Unless I can get, maybe I could get DJ Rukazi to tweak it, then I could use it. But that's asking for too much. I'd just rather go find the sound. But here's your fair warning: stay in your lane. Everybody's lane is not your lane. My lane and your lane are two different lanes. Your lane is over there. My lane is over here. Yeah. So stay in your lane. Because you jump in my lane, you're going to get her. And you don't want her. Trust me, you don't want her. I don't know who the towel told y'all she was nice. Ain't nothing nice about that bitch. She mean as shit. Leave her and her one Harley for today. Her and her one Harley and her cub and her gazelle over there in the pride. Do not break the glass. Do not push the button. All right? Because when shit opens up, we coming in and ain't no stopping us. So just stay in your lane. You don't want her. You want her. She's nice, sweet, kind, and cuddly and all that good stuff. And at least her. Hey, you big purr bitches. Yeah. Yeah, baby. That one always get me pumped. The AU big purr. That get me pumped. AU big purr bitches. I'm here for the AU big purr. Listen, the two last ones I played, they are nice, sweet, kind, and cuddly. And Cat is a happy, happy girl if Cat is purring. But that first bitch, leave her where the fuck she's at. Don't fuck with her. Leave her where she at. She not bothering nobody. Not nobody at all. And plus, when you jump into other people's lanes, what usually happens is a collision. I don't need that for me. I don't need that for you. We don't need that for we. So just stay in your fucking lane, which segues to my next point. I don't know if little Caligula is getting what I'm saying. I keep trying to tell him. I told him his homeboy J. Cole listen, but he obviously is not listening because he's still at his shenanigans. We're going to talk about him too. There's more shit with him. More shit with him. Pick and choose your battles wisely. See, if he had to pick and choose his battle wisely and not went into this battle with Kendrick, he wouldn't have lost and he wouldn't be in his feelings. He wouldn't be like, Kiki, do you love me? He wouldn't be doing none of that right now. He'd be cool and copacetic, but he didn't want to listen. Pick and choose your battles wisely. Every battle is not a battle to be fought. Some you are not equipped to fight. So pick and choose your battles. Drake, Petty Boots, aka Lil Caligula. Some you're just not equipped to fight. That was not a fight that you were equipped to fight.
He needed his caffeine strips.
Shh, he didn't have them. They stole them. They stole the caffeine strips. Oh, Mama Deep told y'all a long time ago, and I'm gonna have to Mama say my Maku sign in a minute because this is the hardest part of the show. They told y'all a long time ago that there's a war going on outside and that no man is safe from it. They also said you can run, but you can't hide forever in these streets that we done took. I'm gonna stop right there, Mama say Mama sign my Maku sign, cause yeah. I gotta meditate again. But they told you it was a war going on outside and that no man is safe from it. I don't know if y'all listened then, but listen now. Fuck the battles, worry about the war. I'm worried about the war. I recommend that you do the same. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Don't be a little Caligula Jr. Okay? Don't be little Petty Boots. Maybe you should pay more. Walk like J. Cole. Don't walk like Petty Boots. All right? He's starting to annoy me. Well, I think I was already annoyed by him anyway, but now I'm more annoyed. Yeah, don't do that. Be who you are. Love who you are. Be uniquely you. Be authentically you. Be amazingly you. You came in this world by yourself. You leaving by yourself. Even if you're a twin, y'all came minutes or seconds apart. I don't know how long that works. Thank God I don't have twins. I'm just happy with the one I had. Natural childbirth is a bitch. But either way, you coming in by yourself. You leaving by yourself. You could try to please people, but you do the one thing. You think you pleasing them, and then it's a whole nother thing, and they still not happy. So just worry about being happy with you. You can't make other people happy. You can only make yourself happy. You can add to their happiness, but you can't make them happy. So just worry about making you happy. And everybody, if you happy, everybody around you will be happy. Philosophy, when you have children and you're unhappy, you make your children unhappy. And then they turn out to be like these fools on the streets. If you're happy, then you have something to give. You're giving your happiness. You're embracing them with your happiness. Now they're happy. So you know what I'm saying? See how that works? Worry about you. Lizzo listen. I think she listened. I don't know. I'm confused right now about her. Sometimes they listen, sometimes they don't. You win some, you lose some. I don't know. But that's my message for the evening. Just worry about what you got going on. Don't let nobody make you feel any kind of way about who you are as a person. You are who you are. That's what makes you you. I don't want to be like everybody else. I like being my own me. I think that there's no one else in this world. They might have similarities, but they not me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I recommend you walk that path. Doc.
Cat.
Another one wonderful tap in. It's always wonderful. We have a good time. But I won tonight. I don't know. 4 of my bitches is still in prison. I don't know how I'm gonna get them out of here. I gotta blow some shit up or something. But anyway, I thank you for being here.
I thank you for always having me. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
We appreciate you much.
I appreciate you very much.
I don't know when the storm is supposed to touch down or how weird things are gonna get, but just keep me posted if you can. And I don't care what you say, I'm gonna pray for you anyway.
Okay,
big
you.
shout out to all my people down south. Like, I'm praying for all y'all. Like, man, this is crazy. It's too many hurricanes. I can't take it. Shit. I need hurricane season to be over.
December 1st is when the hurricane season is over, but it doesn't mean that will be the last hurricane. But the season ends on December 1st.
Damn it. I'm tired of it already, Doc. Anyway, you be safe down there. All right.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna make sure.
Stay out of trouble, and I'm praying for you. I love y'all.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you too.
We gotta get out of here because we had fun tonight, though. But we gotta get out of here. We gotta go. We love y'all. Stay safe. If you're in the South, stay extra safe.
Be prepared.
And, get prepared. Prepare. If you can evacuate, if you can't, the motherfuckers need to find a way. But anyway, with that being said, we get ready to get out of here. Good night, y'all. Be safe. Bye. We out. Bye.
Oh,